This episode of the Totally Rad Show is brought to you by Squarespace. Coming up, can you figure out the spies in the board game The Resistance?
It's time once again for board games, and today's board game is from a small publisher. It's called The Resistance, and it is a board game. It is a card game, but it is more than that, a social game. This is a game where
it's on Facebook?
The majority of playing it involves discussion.
Keep going.
Free-form discussion among the
right
players. Yeah, a little less free-form would be better right now. So here's the thing. In The Resistance, you are a team of freedom fighters who are trying to take down some evil corporate overlords. And in order to do that, you need to win at least 3 of 5 missions. You need to put together a team to go on these missions. Unfortunately, there are 2 members of your crew that are spies, that are secretly in bed with the enemy. You don't know who those people are. At the beginning of the game, you hand out cards telling people whether they are a spy or a resistance fighter. Did I say there were 2?
No.
Okay, it's a certain number.
A certain number,
I didn't want to say 2. Because it depends on how many people are playing. Again, this can support a large number of players, which is really, really cool. And you have to put together your team. The leader gets to put together their team. People vote on whether that team goes out. If that team goes out, they either win or don't win based on a vote. And then all the game is trying to suss out who is the spy.
Through conversations.
Through conversations.
Well, I don't know if they were conversations.
Yelling.
As pointings.
Different people can play in different ways.
Yeah.
So basically what's gonna happen is we're all gonna pick roles, right? And you're either going to be a resistance fighter, which looks like that with the fist on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be pretty obvious. It's blue. Or a spy, which is the other symbol, red.
Yeah, Skynet.
You never at any point reveal that card.
So excited.
Okay. What's gonna happen is everybody's gonna get their roles, they're gonna look at them and then put them away. Everyone closes their eyes.
Ooh.
The spies open their eyes, acknowledge each other.
That's badass! Awesome.
Oh,
I'm gonna be
so mad if I'm not a spy.
And then everybody closes, and then the spies close their eyes again, everybody's eyes are closed, and then everybody opens their eyes.
Game begins.
The game begins. At the beginning of each round, and there's 5 rounds, as I said, there's a little marker to show which round, there is going to be a leader. Okay, this person who has this, and this will rotate around.
Yeah.
And that person needs to assemble a team to go out on this mission. The leader is gonna go, you know what, for my mission, I want Zav and Mark to go. So Zav and Mark, you're going on my mission. And then everybody gets to vote on whether or not they should go on the mission.
This is awesome.
Okay, if the vote fails 5 times in a row, the spies automatically win the game. So each player on the mission team must secretly decide to either support or sabotage the mission. The leader gives the mission cards to the people who are on the mission.
Yeah.
Success or failure, right? You play one of them face down. I collect them, shuffle them, and then you discard the others.
So if somebody says fail, you know one of the people on that mission was a spy. You're not sure.
You don't know which one.
Amazing.
Right?
What would you ever, if you are not a spy,
You would never sabotage.
you would never want to
In
sabotage
fact,
the
you're
mission?
not allowed to. If you are not a spy,
This is cool. Yeah.
you cannot play the fail. You only have one option. If you are not a spy. If you are a spy, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Got it.
Right.
The only way to possibly make the mission fail is to get a spy on the team.
So you don't want non-spies. The 2
shit.
spies don't want non-spies on the team.
Okay. So if you guys think I'm a spy and I'm not a spy, I want you guys to know that I'm not a spy, right?
Yes.
I thought there's no fun in making you guys think I am a spy.
No,
if I'm not.
because then you're just screwing the mission for
I'm not.
everybody.
I guess you would vote if you were a spy and you saw the other person was a spy and they were voted in. You'd want to sway the vote so that spy would get in.
Think of the fiction. There's nothing beneficial about saying I'm a spy, guys. We want no spies in our midst, but we think there's 2 spies here.
Yep.
Everyone close your eyes.
And
Put your heads down. Close your eyes. Spies, open your eyes and acknowledge one another. Everybody close your eyes. Everybody open your eyes.
People's trust.
So the only way that we will know that there's definitely a spy between Mark and I is if one of these are not to go.
Right.
They are success.
goes.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, fail.
Surprise, surprise.
They were all.
Surprise, surprise.
so now
That
we are
means
on
that guaranteed
round two.
you are a spy, you are a spy, you are a spy. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, there's definitely a spy.
Guaranteed.
So
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you guys right now. It's Dan. I know it in the soul, in my soul.
In your heart of hearts.
There's no way.
against this team.
Why would there? Why?
Why would I have voted against this team?
I had all the. I had all your trust.
Wait a
All I
minute.
had to do was.
I'm asking way too many questions now. I have no idea what's going on.
Mister, we were on the first mission together. We've been through so much shit.
I was a spy. Why would I vote myself off the team?
Because you're genius.
I agree.
You're an evil genius. I'm now saying Jeff is a spy. Alex. Jeff and Dan are spies. Actually, maybe Jeff and Zev are
I
spies.
think it's either one of them.
But here's the thing. At the end of the day, when Peter and his other spy friend win, my hat will be so far off my head to Peter.
Peter's like
it's not even
12
funny.
steps ahead of everyone right now.
I know.
I think it's definitely
Wait a minute,
one of
you
these guys,
fucker, I
and
bet you
definitely
this
one of
far.
those guys.
Is there drama right now?
Yeah.
They're fighting.
I'm not that good of an actor.
I couldn't have done that.
If one of you is a spy, the game is over.
This is it. This is it.
The game is over.
Wait, that's the wrong pile.
Yes!
No, that's,
Yes!
wait,
That was it. That was it. No, that's the vote pile. That's the vote pile.
Well, I put my card in.
pile.
That's the vote pile. This is the
So
discard
are you
pile.
saying you're a spy and you put a thing in?
Yes.
Oh my god!
I thought that was a vote pile.
Peter, right?
No, it's not me.
No.
It's this one.
Who's it?
No.
Who is it?
This one?
No, it's not me. It's Mark.
It's you.
It's not me.
Oh, it's Peter. So wait, so spies win?
Peter, who's your partner?
Spies win?
See,
No, they don't win
thing is,
because
this
he
is the thing that
accidentally
fucked me
put
up,
the
and this
card
is why I said, wait, how many spies are there? Because when I opened my eyes, there was nobody else.
Is there only one spy?
Oh, what?
That's not true. I'm also a spy.
Oh, you fucker!
That was pretty great.
Did you
How great did you? Were you like, what did you do, Peter? When you turned over all balloons.
Yeah, I was like, what's
I
going
told
on?
you putting your trust in Dan was a fatal.
The good news is, I don't think the spies won because he was a horrible spy. Because he accidentally sabotaged his own mission in the pro.
Alex, what'd you think?
I really enjoyed it. You know, I mean, it's a lot like, I can't remember what it's called, Thief or something? Who's the Thief or something like that?
Werewolf?
Are you the traitor?
Are You the Traitor that we played at Werewolf?
Werewolf is also like this.
I've never played Werewolf, but the Are You the Traitor
Mafia.
was really great in that style of you just are trying to do what you think is best for the group. If your group is the bad guys or the good guys, that doesn't matter. It was really fun. I mean, it does have that sort of inevitability thing where it's like, okay, we've gone on 3 missions and we've succeeded 3 times. If if no spy shows up, we've won by default. So that's a little bit like okay, but then that's just the end of the game. I mean, it's not that literally is the finale of the game. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, anytime you can be a spy and have Dan try to keep his stuff together and not giggle about being a spy, it's amazing.
Speaking of giggling, Daniel.
Yeah, you know what else? You know what it reminds me of? Actually, I'm thinking about it. I never really watched Big Brother, but I've seen episodes and shows like that. It's basically like the end of those shows. It's like or Survivor, where like you don't know what the alliance is, but you're all voting and you have to make sure people don't know. Like it gives us at home the experience of being on a competitive show like that. It's so much fun. It is very cool. I mean, I think you have to be the right group of people.
Oh yeah.
It's very dependent on the group.
I'm finding it now unplayable with you guys just because I don't know. I mean, I loved not being a spy. Being a spy was very difficult for me to not. I mean, once you ruin it, it's game over. You know what I mean? So it's really hard. But if you can hold your shit together, it is so much fun to have that. I mean, I want it to be every game. I want to have that kind of interaction. It's the opposite of Formula D. It's the opposite of a roll, move, and wait for someone else. You're constantly like doing a thing, and it's all about. I mean, it's kind of like poker without the cards. You know?
Well, there's cards. Lots of cards.
It's true. But you know what I'm saying. It's all about can you bluff, can you do those things? Where in poker, it's like, I don't know someone's I couldn't really do that. This is like, you can dig into that stuff. it is a ton of fun. It's a really unique game. I think it's a great party game. I think you could even play it in a car ride, really, too.
Yeah, you know, like I mentioned, there's a lot of games like this, Mafia, Werewolf, that people play that aren't go out to the store and buy the game. They're just like, let's just play it. Let's just write down.
Right.
I like this game. It is not expensive. It is. You can get it for $15 or less, I think. I like the structure of it. I like the fact that it has a set number of rounds. It's got a really slick little tableau board that you can, everybody can easily see what the situation is as far as wins to losses. It's got all the cards so you know who you are. It's got cards for each phase of the game, and everything has got nice art and is really clear. And so, yes, you could sort of play a similar kind of analog to this without...
I'm just thinking about playing it again right now. I just started laughing.
You're the spy.
I pictured the moment
You're
of
the
looking
spy.
up at you and like we acknowledge. Like, the second you acknowledge each other, how do you not laugh? Like I just start laughing.
Dan's going on the pro tour.
Sorry.
Yeah. Pro Resistance, amazing.
It is a freaking blast.
Yeah.
If you can get a group together, I highly recommend this.
It's
game.
also a really great game. You know, we always talk about, I was talking to you guys about the fact that it's hard to get people to say yes to playing board games because of the sort of misconceptions that they have about what board games mean.
Yes.
I will tell you right now, a bunch of Web 2.0 guys, constantly, whenever I'm at a Web 2.0 conference, let's go play Werewolf. Let's go play Werewolf.
Yeah.
They're playing a board game. They just don't know it.
Right.
This is a great way to be able to go, let's just introduce this little portion of a board and slowly work your way up.
Little
Yeah, little
wooden
kits.
cylinders, and then all of a sudden, it's wooden cylinders all over the
Yep.
place.
You should
Puerto
mention
Rico.
to Battlestar, like.
Yeah, the Battlestar Galactica game has a facet of this in it as well. Maybe we'll be covering that at some point, I hope.
Yeah. It just reminds me to go buy that Are You a Thief game.
Are you a traitor?
Whatever. All right, everybody, be sure to stick around for this day in rad history. But first, we want to thank our sponsors, Jeff Canada.
Squarespace.
Or Squarespace.
Squarespace, as I like to call it. I love Squarespace. I use my personal website, jeffcanada.com, is on Squarespace. It is the fast and easy way to create high-quality blogs, portfolios, really any kind of website. And if you have questions or need help, Squarespace has amazing support, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for every single member. You can start your website or blog by choosing from over 60 professionally designed templates, and then you add content from your computer, from your iPhone, from your iPad. It's easy. They have awesome apps that let you easily add entries and manage comments from anywhere. I love that because I can get a notification. It pops right up on my phone whenever somebody leaves a comment on my blog. Love that. And a lot of the internet's highest traffic websites are powered on Squarespace. It never goes down. And, Dan's got a professional website. My little personal thing is still going strong. Now, you can check out squarespace.com to get 2-week free trial and 10% off when you sign up in July. Just enter coupon code TRS7. That's very important. Again,
TRS7.
TRS7.
Amazing. We will be at Comic-Con Friday doing our live panel with tons of crazy stuff.
Be there. Also, send us backgrounds. We love those. fans@totalnetwork.com.
Tomorrow on TRS, we review the movie The Tree of Life.
Today is July 6th, and on this day in rad history in 1928, Warner Brothers premiered the first all-talking motion picture. And what has it gotten us since?
Well, first off, my question is,
Talkies.
what were these half-talking motion pictures? It was like, what's your problem? And then it's just the card behind it was underneath.
No, it was, I've got, it was just half lines.
And then it was like the line underneath.
Yeah, something to say.
Horrible.
I believe it was called Lights of New York.
Was it? What was it about?
Well, it was about a lonely. Remember we talked about this actually.
No,
we
I'm
talked about the
excited.
movie about the guy who turned on the lights for the baseball field for the first time. This is what it was called.
Oh, that was the
Lights of
movie,
New York.
Lights of New
Yearly
York.
callback.
Amazing.
Thank you at Hjalti for sending this in, or as I like to call him, H-Jal.